I'm Ken-tsai Lee. I have been doing design for over 20 years. I know my looking look like younger my age. So when I tell the people my age is 45, they all got surprised. First, I want to tell you guys my topic about today's speech is learning lure is for breaking lure. Why I got this kind of design philosophy, started from the 2002 because at that time I resigned the job, went to New York to restart my design career. So I found something is different from before I learned in Taiwan. I learned design from high school. In Taiwan we had two systems in high school. One is normal high school, the other one is vocational high school. In my age, 25 years ago, over 70% students study at the vocational high school. Vocational high school students just want to learn skill. After they graduate from the school, they can get a job. But for the normal high school student, they study like geography, mathematical, something like that, and the goal for them is getting to the universities to study. But at that time, in Taiwan, only very few universities, so very few students can get into the school to study. Later, I got a job. I did a design job for a year, and then I went to the outside school to prepare the entrance test of the university, and finally I got into the Shijian University. But at that time, the school only for the 3-year college. It's not real university. After that, okay, I want to show my first work. The first work, you can see the poster I made for my client. It was 1993. It's a long time ago, almost 20 years ago. For the design, graphic designer, when I was a student, the teacher taught us what is communication design. You use the way to communication with the people. It's not only your self-expression. The teacher always tells us the designer is not artist. It's not like artist uses self-expression. You need to know how to communicate with the people and find a way, find a solution, find a problem, and finding a solution. Something like that is very deeply in my mind. What is design? For me, what is design? I think everybody know it right now. Design, how to define design. Design is finding a solution. Something like this kind of the definition, everybody know it. Okay, like this poster. The first client I got, he told me he's an artist. He told me his idea about the art is combined with the traditional culture and modern shape together. When I made a poster for his exhibition, I used the modern shape to combine with his traditional object, the craft together. Okay, so for the designer, like I said, designer is not on the stage. Designer is behind the stage. Yeah, because the main character on the stage, in this case, is the artist. Artist is not mine. Yeah, so I think it's very basic idea about the design. Everybody know it. I keep my mind this kind of idea for over 10 years, even maybe 15 years. The second poster series I made in the 1995. At the time, I did a lot of artwork, the poster for the exhibition. Like this kind of artwork, the exhibition you can see on the screen. Actually, it's the sculpture is all about the Buddha statue. I only use the calligraphy to emphasize the Buddha's the feeling. Okay, This third project I show on the screen, I made in the 1996 or 7, I forgot. Because I did a cover for the Japan Design Foundation. Because my work selected in a competition called the Osaka International Design Competition. The competition held in Japan, and also the competition combined different design category like the architecture, industrial design, and graphic design. I was in finalist, and one day I got a letter from Japan. The Japan Design Foundation asked me to design a cover for their magazine. But the letter didn't tell me I need to do any subject. So I can do whatever I like to do. So before in the 1995, computer used in design become very popular. So I just want to show how computer can do in graphic design. So I use a calligraphy combined with the mouse together. Pretend the mouse is kind of like a pen, can join calligraphy. This idea just like before I said, I combine the traditional culture and modern together. And the first time I found when the client didn't ask me to do any subject, I can do whatever I do. I found maybe before I feel design is only for the communication, is not your self-expression. Maybe the way is totally changed. I mean, between the architect design, the area is kind of funny for me. And before I went to New York, I was asked by a publishing house to publish my work with the other 3 very top graphic designers in Taiwan, like Chen Junliang, Chen Xianglu, Archibald Lee. In the 2002, I was a faculty in the Mingzhi Keji Daxue. I taught there for a year, and I decided to resign job because one of my friends came to Taiwan visit me. She is Hong Kongese. She had a PhD degree in Hong Kong Poly, and also she taught in Hong Kong. And she, in the 2001, she sent a mail to me saying she is going to visit me because she curated a show called Greater China Graphic Design from 1950 to 2000. The show held in the New York Cooper Uni, the very good school in America. She knows China and Hong Kong graphic design history very well, but she didn't know about the Taiwan graphic design. So she came to Taiwan. She wanted me to introduce some Taiwanese designer to her. When she come to Taipei, she told me she resigned the job, the Hong Kong teaching job. I was very surprised because Hong Kong teaching job is, how to say, the salary is pretty nice, almost three or 4 times than Taiwan. Yeah, and she said she got a job in New York, the teaching job. I asked her why you wanted to resign the job. She told me at that time in China, the most of Chinese people feel the most appreciated person is American-born Chinese. The second is American or European. The third is Hong Kongese. When she told me, I was very surprised. I was very shocked because how about Taiwanese? During the 1990 to 2000, Taiwanese was very popular in China. I mean, because for Chinese people, because Taiwan is more pioneer than China at that time. So I very shocked to hear she told me, because she said China is going to grow out faster and faster, and China need more international people to to help China become the top country in the world. Because the American Chinese, they are bilingual. They can speak English well, they have international working experience. So this kind of person in China is most appreciated. When I hear my friend tell me, I feel very sad because my English was very bad. How bad? I don't know how to say. Maybe only 26 alphabet I knew. And so I asked myself if I want to push myself, I want to see the whole world. The language is necessary, especially international language. We all believe China maybe one day will become a very strong country in the world, but Chinese Mandarin become the international language. I think still has a long way to go, maybe 50 years or 100 years. So when I decided to resign job, I was very, how to say, I'm kind of worried about my job in Taiwan because teaching job in Taiwan is not easy to get, especially because the fourth stage is the uni has a degree. Maybe 10 years master degree is fine to get the teaching job, but right now at least you need to require to get the PhD degree to get a full-time professor job. But I remember 2001, I went to Hong Kong. My friend introduced me to the guest room because this ceremony of the competition. In the guest room, some Western designer talked to the Hong Kong designer in English. Sure, I went to the guest room only maybe for 5 minutes. I left because no one cared about me and I didn't speak English. So I feel if I want to see something different from before I see Taiwan, go to a foreign country for me is necessary. So the first step, I went to a language school to study. In the placement test, I only got a 3. I mean the top level is 10. And I remember I went to New York first month, someone introduced me a Taiwanese guy who is American-born Chinese, Taiwanese. He graduated from the Yale University in graphic design. The school graphic design is pretty nice. At the time, he worked for the 2x4. The design agency is pretty nice in New York also. Only first time meet him, I communicated with him through the digital dictionary. Because at the time I didn't know how to speak English, and then he didn't know how to speak Chinese. I feel very sad. I almost cried when I back to home because I found the eyesight are totally different. But I think it's a long story. During the 7 years I stayed in New York, and I found something in my design. The philosophy changed, but I had a lot of questions about the design, like the cultural background question, and then the boundary between the art and design. And designer had a voice on the social issue and political issue. We are functioning design of art. Accepting, finding the solution, can design answer question. This kind of question all in my mind. Okay, as I said, I met the American-born Chinese guy, and I was very shocked. And then in the language school, one of my Thai classmates, he just checked his Thai dictionary, and I just curious to ask him how to write my name in Thai, and he teach me. Later, when I back to home, I joined the picture. Next, yeah. I joined the picture like is kind of like the logo. I got the idea. Andy Warhol said everybody will be famous for 15 minutes. He said in 1970. And then I got the idea if I use the different language to write my name, and I made a poster posted on the street of New York, everybody will know who is Ken-tsai Lee, who will ask who is Ken-tsai Lee, and I become very famous in the world, right? I know this idea is kind of childlike, but for me, I just want to explain my feeling in New York because I went to New York. My age was 35 years old. It's not young, and I learned. At that time, I started to learn English. Compared with my friend, the American-born Chinese guy, he graduated from very good school. He also had a very pretty good job. He did the projects very nice. If compared with him, I think I didn't have any chance to do something in New York. So the idea I present, like my name in Korean. So I asked a lot of people how to write my name in different languages, like in Korea, like Israel. Sorry, because actually over 12 different kind of language I wrote, and I made the poster. I asked my coworker, he is in Taiwan, to print the poster to send to me. At the time, he said he didn't know how many pieces I need. I said, okay, just maybe one is 200 pieces. He sent over 100 kilo poster, user value to send to New York to me. And I thought, okay, I had time to post it each poster. So like on the street, actually I posted all on the night. The one way I changed it because one day I posted on the downtown. Some people come across approach to me, ask what you are doing. At that time I just learned a sentence. I respond, none of your business. And then they said, no, it's our business. So they just tell me to stand out and check my whole body. And then they saw my statement. They say, oh, don't worry about that, it's not a big deal. But they still took me to the police station. In Taiwan, I only seen the outside of the police station. I had never go inside. And the police tell me I need to go to a court. The judge will tell me how to find. Yeah, I think it's a long story because I got a problem. So I changed my idea to show my poster with a landmark together. So I asked my classmate who is Korean photographer. We during the month we took a photo with whole New York, the very famous landmark together. One of my friends say he's an artist. He said when he saw the poster on the street, he thought this design of advertisement. But he saw the image. I took the poster with the landmark together. He said this kind of action art. And I have realized the design and art maybe is not so different. This first project, I feel, maybe I can explore the area between this area. Yes, very funny for me. And then later, I published my book. I designed the book, but inside the whole image was made by me. Later, I made a name card because the project name, my name is Ken-tsai Lee, is applied in the name card. I think it's match. The second project I did is I Love New York. I think everybody knows the logo, very famous logo made by Lemire Glasser, and in the 1970s. When I was in New York, I saw the logo in anywhere in New York. I think, why is I Love New York? Because people come to New York have a different idea. So I got the idea is I erase the heart from the I Love New York, and I took some mark pen. I went to the street to ask people to join. How do you feel the New York City? What mark can present you have in New York? So I got a lot of different answers. And later, I got a chance to show my work, hold my solo exhibition in Soho. And I posted the 500 pieces on the wall. I found the pattern is kind of like the Japanese artist, I don't know how to call his name in English, Chen Sangrong, made the pattern for the LV. Yeah, and I realized designer always just do the half. Do the half is when people make the product, the people ask the graphic designer to make the logo of the package. Actually, designer also can create the content, not only the outside surface. Yeah, designer can combine the two things together. And sure, the invitation card and poster all made by me. The final project I want to present is in the 2008 I got a chance to do something creative because one of my former students, the first time I became the teacher was 1995. One of my students who had a business in the outdoor, and he told me in the outdoor market when the space is empty, usually the company they just show the call for entry or something like that. And he said in the empty space can do something funny to attract their client. Their client is a real estate, the advertising agency. So I got the idea to do something I like to do. So you can find the image. Actually, it's still on the billboard, and the headline is this host. The sub headline is I bought the billboard. Whatever I say is true. Dash Lee Ken-tsai. And second one is the chicken, and the headline is this bird. The third is cat. The headline is okay. You can find the difference. The reason is I did this kind of idea because I want to ironic the Taiwan media. The people who have the media, who can say, even he made a lie. Even we all know this problem, he made a lie. But he still feel okay because he have media, so anything he says is true. Okay, this project I would like to present in the forum. Thank you guys listening.